Hi, welcome to Coding Architecture 1. My name is Gonzalo Casas. In this very short video, I'm going to guide you through the installation of the tools that we will use throughout the semester. The first thing we need to do is make sure that you have a working Rhino installation. We're going to be using Rhino 6 or 7. Rhino 8 is experimental support, so it would be preferable if you stick to 6 or 7. The other two tools that we will use is a free text editor for code called Visual Studio Code, which is available on code.visualstudio.com, and Git, which is a version control software that is also free. To download Rhino, you do it through the usual channels. We will go through the setup of Rhino in a second. Make sure you download VS Code, Visual Studio Code for your platform. It's supported on all platforms, as well as downloading Git if you have a Windows machine. On Mac, Git is usually pre-installed, so you don't need to do anything. Okay, let's first install the tools. Let's check that you have a working Rhino installation. I'm going to launch Rhino. In this case, I'm going to launch Rhino 7. And we're going to check that the Python tools inside Rhino are working. I'm going to open Grasshopper. And in the canvas of Grasshopper, I'm going to double click, type GH script. I can just type a few letters. And I will have this component that allows me to type a Python program. When I double click it, I get this initial script. We're going to select everything, delete it, and replace it with what is going to be our perhaps very first Python script. It's going to be a hello world, printing hello world, which is the canonical example of how to get started with any programming language. For that, we're going to write the statement print, and we're going to say hello world. And then I'm going to press test to see that it's working. We see the results here. It's done. It's working. That means that we're ready to start installing the tools that we need. I can close Rhino. There are two different ways depending on whether you're on Windows or Mac to install. If you're on Windows, download this little zip installer. If you are on Mac, instead open a terminal window, like the terminal application, and copy paste this one line in there. Both of them will do basically the same process. They download a distribution, a copy of Python, and they will download all the packages, all the tools that we need to work inside Rhino this semester, and they will install it in the Rhino version that you chose. Since I am in a Windows machine right now, I will do it for Windows. So I'm going to go to a browser window, paste the URL to download the zip file. Once it's downloaded, it's a very small file, so it will download very quickly. Once it's here, I need to extract it. Please don't double click it and run the installer from inside the zip file because that will not work. So I extract it, go to the installer folder, and then double click the install.cmd file. I can select which version of Rhino I'm going to use. I'm going to stick to 7. And the installation process is rather lengthy. What it does is it uses a tool called Conda to create something that is called a virtual environment. It's a small, an isolated sandbox, let's say, in which we will have everything that we need for this course this semester. This is particularly important if you're taking other courses that use Compass, the framework that we've been developing at the ETH and in the NCCR. You might need different versions of it, and these virtual environments allow you to have these isolated boxes in which you have different versions for the different courses. Okay, and it has completed the installation. We see that it installed different tools. It created an environment called CA, Coding Architecture HS, that is like fall semester in German, semester 24. And everything seems to be ready. So I can press any key to finish this installation, and I can open Rhino to verify that this is the case. So I have Rhino open. I'm going to open Grasshopper again. And this time, instead of creating the GH Python component and writing our own script, I'm going to go and use a compass component that shows some information. I'm going to double click here and I'm going to type info. So this really looks good. It says that we have Compass installed version 2.4.2. You should have something very similar. If it's not 2.8, it can be 2.4.3 or something similar, but it shouldn't be anything like 3. And if I add a panel to it, we see a bit more, a bit of additional information, namely the name of the environment that we saw also during the installation. Okay, that means that everything is ready. We're ready to start learning to code. So thank you very much and see you soon.